Hi.
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 Hi. Welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria. First things first, I'm tired. Second things second, I'm tired. Hi. Welcome to my channel. My name is Victoria. If you're new here, what's up? If you're old, what's up? I do this thing on my channel where I do a couple things actually. I do r/am I the a-hole. Sometimes I'm doing a reaction. Sometimes I'm talking about weight loss. Sometimes I do an r/am I the a-hole. Reddit, am I the a-hole? While I do my makeup. My makeup's already done. I did it upstairs earlier and I'm very proud of myself because I did it in like 10 minutes. I was very impressed with myself. But yeah, so that is the situation. So today we're just going to be talking about whether or not somebody's the a-hole or not. And we'll get into the story. You should subscribe to my channel, by the way. I don't really have like a monthly goal for April yet. I have 110 subscribers, which, wow. Wow. I know that sounds sarcastic. It's just because I'm tired, but I'm so incredibly grateful. Thank you so much. Please remember to share my video with your friends. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave your thoughts, and all that good stuff. I'm going to continue to share my videos, so you should do. All right, so let's get started. Here's the situation. Here's the story. Here's the tea. So we have a young man. I'm going to say he's 25 because the ages were not listed. Let's say he's 25, 26, and he is the, in his words, the bastard child to his mother and his father. And his father had a whole other family. Now, his dad has a wife that is not his mother. He has a wife, 3 kids, and he cheated with his mother and made him. And he grew up just like without a dad for the first couple of years of his life. His mom like tracked him down and they had a conversation. He was like, oh, I have another kid. And he tried to incorporate him into his family life, and it just was never really good, you know. So the kids were mean to him. They were always mean. Like they never got along. They bullied him to the point that he didn't really want to be around them anymore. The mom, which that's a whole other conversation, the mom, who was his wife, would always say rude and nasty things to him, things that were so bad that he felt as though he didn't even want to repeat them. He was like, I don't, it was so bad that he was like, I don't even want to say it, which is that's so sad. Like, that's, anyway. So he kind of just like did separate stuff with his dad instead of doing them as a family with his half siblings. And then as he got older, his dad like stopped really hanging out with him, and he said it's more than likely because it was a strain on their marriage. The entire situation, his existence pretty much was a strain on their marriage. And then when he got to be about 14, 15, the dad just stopped calling him altogether, and he called him on and off throughout the years, but it just kind of was what it was, and he just never, it was like, okay, I guess I don't have a dad. And then the dad passes away, sadly, and he writes him a letter, and the letter basically says, I divided a small amount of money amongst my children and my wife, and I gave you this large sum of money. And he explained his reasoning, and he said he was too ashamed to confront him and speak to him the way that he deserved and spend time with him the way that he deserved. And he felt guilty, and it just, you know, it was what it was, and he passed away. Now it's not like some billion, like it's not a huge sum of money, but it's enough that he's like, I could pay off my student loans with this money. I could put a down payment on a house. I might be able to, whatever I don't use can go to a retirement fund. Like it's a good chunk of money. And his family, his children and his wife are sending him some mean ass messages, and they're like, yo, give us our cut, because that's our dad, that's my husband, so on and so forth. And he said that he feels as though he should not have to. Now he wants to know, is he the a-hole for not wanting to give up this money? And let me tell you, I read almost all of the Reddit comments, y'all, and there's a lot of them. I read so many of them, and the first one, and the most important one, was, you are not the a-hole, you don't owe them anything. And that is exactly the answer. There's not even a debate there. Am I the a-hole for not wanting to give money to people that were rude to me because of my existence, because my dad and my mom decided to get horny and fuck in the 90s and now I'm here and I have to pay bills? No. No, that's not how that works. I just exist and you were mean to me. I don't owe you anything. They don't owe you anything. He doesn't owe you anything. He doesn't have to give you any of that money because you are not entitled to it. It'd be one thing if the situation was he didn't leave a will, and he just, if anything, if he didn't leave a will, then he wouldn't have gotten any money in the first place. But let's say he didn't leave a will. That means the first person that would have gotten the money would have been his wife. and his wife would have divided that money evenly. If she did divide that money evenly, she would have divided that money evenly amongst her and her children. He would not have been anywhere near, like, he wouldn't even have been a thought. He wouldn't have been in the discussion, okay? Because she'd be worried about her and hers. And now there's something, and he left you something, all right? He didn't leave you with nothing. He left you a little something. He left you some change. And that's how it should have been, because that's what he wanted. And then what he did, I'm so upset. And what he did was he left the person that he felt as though he had done wrong in his lifetime. This is not you, boo, Mrs. What's-Your-Face, okay? Not you, children of Mr. and Mrs. What's-Your-Face. We're talking about our friend John here. He says he feels like he did John dirty, so he's going to give John the most money. All right. That just is what it is. There's really no in between there. Why would somebody be the a-hole for saying, hey, I got this gift, but somebody says I'm a bad person? If you hear an echo, I'm in a bathroom. I'm in my sister's closet again. If somebody gave me a gift, but because other people were telling me I don't deserve the gift because of my fucking existence, I'm not going to keep the gift. I'm going to give them the gift. What sense does that make? How does that make? What? My dad ordered me a pizza and he said, don't share this pizza with anybody else, or this is your pizza, do with it what you want. But I want to eat the whole pizza because it's my pizza. My dad bought it for me. But my siblings are saying that I have to give them some of the pizza. But he gave them their own pizzas, but he wanted me to eat this one. But they're saying that because my pizza is bigger, I have to give them some of the pizza. What? No, you have your pizza, I have my pizza. It doesn't matter that my slice is bigger. It's my pizza. I don't have to give it to you if I don't want to. I tasted my water like it was wine. Like, no, it's just water. It's a Monday, y'all. The fan came on. The air system came on and scared me. So I usually do the split perspective. I'm not gonna do all that. Here's why. Here's the best way to put it. And I saw this in a comment as well. And I've done a video like this where a wife was trying to cut her, or she succeeded in cutting her husband's biological children out of her will and giving her kids a bigger cut, right? And her logic was, your kids, they're grown and they had you for so long and XYZ, and my kids, they're kids and they might not have you for that long. Which, looking back, I'm kind of like, that's still messed up, because either way, that's your dad, right? But the situation is a little bit different, because it's not like somebody tried to change the will. It's not like somebody was trying to hold a discussion of who should get so much money, because at the end of the day, what the will is, when that person passes away, the will is final. That's just it. That's what this person wanted. This was their last will and testament. I would like for this to be what happens after I go. And the fact that they're just like, oh, that's selfish, that's rude, you should give us some of that. Why? Give me 13 reasons why. Give me 13 reasons why I should give you any of this money. You bullied me as a child. You, a grown woman, bullied a child, said rude, nasty things about a child. And it's not like, I don't know the whole story, but the thing is, I don't know the whole story, right? So I can't be like, the mom didn't know, or the dad didn't know, or whatever the case may be. Let's say the mom didn't know. Let's say his mother did not know that he was married and had a bunch of kids. She had to track this man down, so she probably didn't know he was married and had a bunch of kids, okay? If anything, it's his fault that he exists, and not John's fault, not our Redditor's fault. It's not his fault that he exists, okay? And it's not even a matter of fault. At the end of the day, kids happen, sex happens, cheating happens. I don't condone it, but it does happen. So you being mean to this child and saying nasty things to this child does not take away the fact that the child exists. It does not take away the fact that your husband cheated. And it does not take away the fact that you're acting like a bitch to a child. Like, it just, no. And it also does not change the fact, and you saying, oh, you should give XYZ because I'm so-and-so, or you trying to get a piece of what he has, does not change the fact that you said all this mean shit to him when he was a kid. Like, that, you gotta have a big old heart, because I don't have one. My shit's like this now, at this point, because I say that, but then I'm kind of like, if there's a lot of people that have wronged me, but if somebody needed something, I would give it to them in a heartbeat. But for real though, if you did me that dirty, you ain't getting the damn thing from me. Bitch, if you sneeze, I'm not even gonna say bless you. I'm gonna say bleh. It's not like you can't do somebody dirty and expect for them to just give you shit because you feel like you're entitled to it. That behavior is what gets you here in the first place. That's why you ended up divorced. Oh, I don't know if I said it, but they ended up divorced. And I'm not going to say that that behavior got them divorced, but I will say that you refusing to acknowledge the problem not being the child is probably a key indicator of where the divorce led, like of how it like ended up. All right. I love how I really put on makeup for like, I put on makeup for like 10, 20 minutes. And then I'm like, oh, no, I have to wipe it all off because I filmed for 15 minutes. And then about 7 minutes, this is going on YouTube. Great. Okay. Ending result. Is this person a-hole or not? No. I cannot for the life of me even think of a way, a rhyme or reason why they would be an a-hole. It'd be one thing if they gave a reason for like, oh, we need the money because of XYZ, but even then he doesn't have to because like you're not entitled to it. Now I'm a different person. Like I said, I made a joke earlier. I made that joke where I was like, oh, like my heart is like this, XYZ, but I know if somebody needed the money from me, I would probably give it to them. Not all of it. I would give them some of it if they needed it. But like he doesn't have to. You don't have to. That's not your responsibility to look out for people that don't give a damn about you. Yeah, we can all be good Samaritans, but at the end of the day, don't do shit for people that would shit on you, point blank, period. There's some things that just aren't worth doing. You deserve all the love in the world, all the money in the world. Finish your education, boo. Buy that house, buy that car, put the rest up for your kids so that they can have what your siblings didn't have. Sorry, that's rude. Anyway, subscribe to my channel. That is the end of this video, so you should be subscribing to my channel. I gave you the answer. I would love to know your thoughts and your opinions in the comments down below. I make videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. I don't know why I did that, but you get what I mean. Tuesdays and Fridays. Make sure you share this video with your friends and leave a comment in the things, that thing down there. And let me know your thoughts and your opinions. I love hearing them. Like when people do leave, their thoughts and their opinions. I look forward to reading them when I've gotten like 1 or 2 comments, and I love it. It's great. Yes. So I will see you on Friday. Bye. You scared the hell out of me. Yes.
You did a fabulous job. How you flow like that, I don't know. I would be stumbling and all kinds of.
Subscribe to my channel. Huh?